Welcome back to another video here on the channel, guys. This is a different way of me doing a video. I usually either just upload a video or do the voiceover after the video is uploaded or recorded, or I do a video kinda like this but with the gameplay bigger. The only reason I'm doing it smaller is because I'm not playing this live. I'm analyzing the good things and the bad things I did as the Trapper when I was playing Dead by Daylight. So we'll just see. I'll show you guys exactly how good or how bad I did. And first of all, what I'm going to do, just so you guys' ears aren't hurting in case it's loud, the first thing I wanted to do was set the traps and get an idea of where the traps are. And I think here in a minute a gen actually pops, or it may be a little bit in, but I wanted to go back there and check that one, but I couldn't hear anything from where I was. I noticed I can hear one, that gen right there. I could hear that generator going. So I went over here to check first, and I couldn't see anyone right away. So I just kicked it. I may have seen someone running off, but I was like, okay, maybe they're still around here. So I was looking around to see, and I couldn't see anyone. So I was like, okay, they must have crouched away, maybe hid in this locker. So I decided to open the locker. There was where the generator popped, and it was over there. So I see someone here, and this generator is also going, but I want to prioritize getting the generator stopped. And as you can see, there's a person to my left over there. It is the Bill. So, and then over to the right, let me see, right there is David. I notice I can see David better, and better than I could see Bill. So I went after David. And he had sprint burst. I assumed he did because he was just walking. It didn't get him far because I was able to cut him off. And as you see, there's Bill. But I'm still going to prioritize David because I know I can probably get him because he looks like he's an easier target. I cut him off right here. And I'm like, okay, I better swing right now. I get him. I'm going to reverse that back. I noticed that there was some distance between us. But I knew with a charged attack, I was able to get him. So I charged it right there. And it pushed me ahead just enough to get him. Even if he jumped it, I would have still gotten him, I think. The generator is still going over there. But I decided to put him up on this hook. Grab this. And just reset the trap that way. Someone screwed up on that generator over there. And I could see him for a split second. I'm going to play that back. With, I couldn't tell if it was with barbecue and chili or if I just seen him mess up. But I think yeah, you could barely see it. I'm going to reverse it back at a frame per second here. I think you can see it right there. You can see the person. So I noticed that there was a person over there. So I'll make my way over here. And to get some hot, I don't see anyone. At the time of this, like me actually recording it, I didn't see it. Now what I did see, if you're wondering why I did a turn like that, is because I'll circle it on the screen after I get this into the real editing thing. But you can see, I can see a leaf from one of those plants, and I could see it barely get into view where I thought someone came running through. So I'm going to set that trap right there. Another generator pops. There's 3 remaining. So far, David wasn't saved from the hook, so I was like, okay. Then he got saved, so I went over there. I knew that the David would probably still be close, and the person who saved him probably was also close as well. And I was right. They were right there. So I hit the Dwight. And right here, to prevent looking like I was tunneling, I did not go after the David because I wanted to not tunnel. And he hit dead hard right there. I should have remembered that he would probably have dead hard, but I'm trying to cut him off. And he jumps that. I did a juke at first. Thought he would actually just stay on that side and run, but then I ended up circling back and getting him right here. Break the pallet after he tosses it down. He jumps back over the pallet. And I got him. So, I'm going to hang him now. That is one hook on the David, one hook on the Dwight. And neither of them are, or David didn't go into the second stage yet. So right here you'll see, if you listen carefully, you could have been able to hear the David, I think, that was hanging out over there. The only person I could see here was Bill, and then that Meg running over there. The Meg kind of faked me out, so I thought she was going to go for that, but she did not. I knew she was going to circle back. She dropped the pallet over there. I ran into my own trap because I'm an idiot. But you could see her running back behind there. The David, or the Bill, goes up there. There he is. And I'm able to drop down, knock him. The David saves the Dwight, so I'm going after the David, just so I'm not tunneling. Knock him, so now he's slugged, basically. Destroy the pallet that Meg tossed. Because I really didn't know at the time I was recording this that Meg tossed the pallet. I just assumed that she did. So Meg, or Dwight, gets the heal on Bill there. I didn't care though, because David was going to go down. Dwight's standing there. He dropped the pallet right there. But I was going to go after Bill until Dwight got trapped. And I think Meg just saved the David that was hanging up. I'm going to reset the trap there just in case I might get someone again. I lost where he was there for a second, but he got around there quickly. Pick him up. So I'm going to take him to the exact same hook that everyone else has been on. I put him up. As you can see, one of them is healed. If you listen carefully, you could still hear Bill over there. And I see him cross through there. So I'm like, okay, this is easy. Get him. He's done for. Because you could hear him around that building. I stay here for a bit looking like, okay, do I go ahead and pick him up? So I do. I don't camp anymore unless it's necessary that I camp and I want to be toxic in some way. Someone gets trapped. The David gets trapped. Over there. I knew I could have just picked him up, but I wanted to taunt him right here by knocking him down instead of just picking him straight off the hook or the trap. I'm going to reset that one just in case I may get someone, because you never know if people are going to be stupid twice. You never know if they're going to be just stupid once. So we got 2 on the hook, 1 going to the hook. I got Iron Grasp, so I'm quicker. I've got Brutal Strength, Barbecue and Chili, and I think that's Agitation. Maybe. I'm not sure which perks I used. So I'm going to go over here to this, and I was like, okay, which do I choose? So I choose the David, or the Bill to go after. David's dead now. But I go after the Bill, and I am able to get him right here, but he has borrowed time. So I was like, okay, do I turn back and go after someone else? I chose not to. I'm going to still go after Bill. And you'll watch right here as he makes a mistake. Instead of going left or jumping out that window, he gets himself into the corner. So he could have easily ran down those stairs right there that are in front of me. Or he could have went out that window to the left over there on the inside. But he didn't. Easy mistake. I've made a mistake like that plenty of times playing a Survivor. And I just want to point out that this is probably my 4th or 5th time actually playing Trapper. I just upgraded him other times because I was like, okay. But I noticed that the hatch is there, so in case I need to use it, I will. But I wanted to go get this trap over here and trap up the hatch in the case that I need to, but I didn't really think that I would have to. I put it right here. I should have put it in the front, but behind it was good enough. So I go back over here, not camping, but I am just checking to see if anyone's around. And I'm like, well, don't think anyone's coming through. You could hear that generator over there that I just looked at was going. So I'm looking around at this point, and I'm like, did they 3-gen themselves? And if you'll notice, they did. I'm going to do it back to here. 1-gen, 2-gen, 3-gen. I looked and I was like, they 3-gened themselves. So what that is that they technically trapped themselves within just having 3 generators that are easy for the killer to get between. So I got the one upstairs, nothing, can't hear it. Got this one, nothing, can't hear it. None over there, because I was looking, and I was like, my gosh, are they on this one? Because I noticed I heard this one earlier. Listen carefully. You can hear that one's progressed a lot. I come over here, Meg working on it, she's injured now. I noticed that she'll probably still be around. And I was like, okay, brutal strength, we're just going to get rid of this pallet. She gets herself trapped in one of my worst trap placements. I wouldn't say worst, but it's not a good one. I taunt her just like I did earlier. And here's one mistake that I'm going to point out by the survivors here. I'm going to point it out here in a second. So I pick her up, and I'm looking around. I notice that there's one right there. I want you to just, I'm going to slow this down a bit. So there's that one. But watch this. Just wait. I hang her up. He finishes that generator. And he starts going that way. But he's going slowly for some reason. Goes through. Hits dead hard. And then right here, I feel like he could have easily just went to the exit gate, powered it up, and then came back. But instead, he tries to do some kind of juke spin and misses grabbing her. And I can't pick him up right here. I was making sure that she couldn't get off. He kept todding under her, so I couldn't pick him up. But eventually I come around here, grab him, and basically that's game. I hang him up. I tried getting over to the hatch in enough time, and I barely miss it, so I couldn't close it. But I did. That was a perfect kill game as the trapper. So if you guys like these analyzing things, make sure to hit the like on the video. Share it so more people can see it. And I would say tell me down below, but the comments are turned off for a reason. Well, with that said, I will see you in the next one. Peace out.